के बारे में। भारत के राष्ट्रपति प्रणब मुखर्जी ने 27 अक्टूबर को महालेखाकार सम्मेलन का उद्घाटन किया। 27वां महालेखाकार सम्मेलन लोक लेखा परीक्षा के माध्यम से सुशासन और जवाबदेही को प्रोत्साहन पर केंद्रित था। आइए देखते हैं इस कार्यक्रम की कुछ झलकियां।
इस अवसर पर बोलते हुए राष्ट्रपति ने कहा कि लेखा परीक्षा साध्य की दिशा में एक साधन है, न कि स्वयं में एक साध्य। लेखा परीक्षा के निष्कर्ष सुशासन के मापदंड होते हैं, परंतु इनकी उपयोगिता तभी सिद्ध होती है जब सभी भागीदार, विशेषकर न्यायपालिका, विधायिका तथा नागरिक इन निष्कर्षों की विश्वसनीयता पर भरोसा करें तथा शासन की गुणवत्ता को बढ़ाने के लिए इनका प्रयोग करें। इससे लोक लेखा परीक्षकों पर खूब परिश्रम और सफलता पूर्वक पेशेवराना ढंग से लेखा परीक्षा करने तथा ईमानदारी और संतुलित तरीके से रिपोर्ट देने का भारी दायित्व आ जाता है।
Accountability of public functionaries is an integral part of any good governance framework, more so in a democratic polity. Accountability of the public servants extends to maintenance of probity in official dealings, compliance with legal obligations, and commitment to efficient delivery of public service. In recent years, there has been a global surge in demand for accountability of those entrusted with the governance. In a parliamentary democracy like ours, the executive is held accountable to the legislature. Therefore, the reports of the CAG submitted to the legislatures play a seminal role in enforcement of accountability. The audits by the Indian Audit and Accounts Department under the CAG cover the 3 tiers of government and other instrumentalities of the state. The CAG is also the only supreme audit institutions with an accounting mandate as well. The Constitution has placed this institution at a vantage point, providing it with insight into performance of different agencies engaged in financial administration of our country. The broad audit mandate provides the CAG access to program and project implementation at national and subnational levels. You scrutinize the allocations and flow of public funds between different implementing authorities. Thereafter, you evaluate and report on their prompt and effective utilizations, disseminate good practices, and stimulate course correction through identification of bottlenecks. You know, except Parliament and state legislative, no other authority has the responsibility to impose taxes. Article 265, no tax can be levied except by the authority of law, and law is enacted by legislatures. No money can be spent from the Consolidated Fund of India without the authority of the legislatures. Therefore, imposition of taxes, authority to spend totally emanates from the representatives of the people, directly elected by them, either to the Lok Sabha or to the state legislative assemblies.
इस 27वें महालेखाकार सम्मेलन के दौरान बोलते हुए लोकसभा अध्यक्ष सुमित्रा महाजन ने कहा कि देश की आर्थिक तरक्की में महालेखा परीक्षकों की अहम भूमिका है। इससे लोक लेखा परीक्षकों पर खूब परिश्रम और सफलता पूर्वक पेशेवराना ढंग से लेखा परीक्षा करने तथा ईमानदारी और संतुलित तरीके से रिपोर्ट देने का भारी दायित्व आ जाता है।
India has seen significant economic growth in recent years. This progress is no small measure, supported by the presence of a sound institutional framework which includes a strong and independent oversight body like the CAG. As you are aware, the oversight function of Parliament in a democracy like ours is a dynamic, challenging, and continuous process based on the principle of accountability of the government to the people through their elected representatives. Indeed, there can be no democratic system of government without transparency and accountability, which are at the heart of good governance. While the executive keeps control over the public finance, the parliament secures the accountability of the executive through various mechanisms, including, among others, the three financial committees, namely the Estimate Committee, the Public Accounts Committee, and the Committee on Public Undertakings. These committees constitute a distinct group as they keep an unremitting vigil over the government spending and performance. Thus, parliamentary control over public expenditure is not limited only to voting of monies required for carrying on the administration of the country, but it also extends to ensuring that the expenditure is incurred in a prudent manner and that the objectives underlying the policies approved by the parliament are achieved. The three E's, that is economy, efficiency, and effectiveness, require spending less, spending well, and spending wisely. Good governance is a basic requirement for development. With democracy striking deep roots in the country, accompanied by rising levels of income, globalization, and better information, people now expect better quality of governance. Transparency, accountability, and public participation improve financial management and efficiency of service delivery. The institution of CAG, therefore, plays an important role in promoting good governance and effective public administration towards achieving the development goals.
I implore upon this August gathering to chew this food for thought. The action taken notes submitted by the government to the PSC in response to the CAG's observations are an important means of ensuring that necessary corrective actions have been taken. There are delays in submission of action taken notes by the government. As on 31st March 2013, there are 11,133 outstanding action taken notes in both central and state legislatures. The system of oversight by the PSC has its limitations. Out of the large number of reports submitted by the CAG, it is possible to select only a few for detailed examination and recommendation to the government. In the realm of participatory governance, it is for the citizens and civil society to use the CAG's audit reports to persuade the government to bring about reforms. Therefore, for better outreach, it is essential that the reports of the CAG are reader-friendly. The issues selected for audit should also reflect people's priorities and concerns of the stakeholders. I find that most of the cases in which question the process of authorization of expenditure or economy or wisdom or the purpose for which the money was spent had arisen only at the audit stage. I feel that this could have been better managed if there had been a bit of foresight at the time of issue of money. While I agree that the man on the spot cannot be held responsible for all the wrongs which were beyond his control, nevertheless, we are duty bound to ensure that the man on the spot did all what he could have done. It is in this context that we need to reflect on global best practices. I understand that CAG has little role at the stage of issue of money apparently on account of the fact that it is impossible to monitor a large number of treasuries.
लोकसभा अध्यक्ष सुमित्रा महाजन ने भारत दौरे पर आए वियतनाम के